Hi Savage, this is Sparkle, and today we are going to make a shadow box. Yeah, you heard me, a shadow box. Except for a few items, most came from the Dollar Tree. You know how I feel about that. So I got all these different flowers. I don't know what I want to use, but depending, I know where this is going. But anyway, I have my different flowers. I got some rose petals. Glue sticks. I have a lot of those. I just have some on the table. Glue gun. You need that. You need a pair of scissors and an X-Acto knife. Mine came from the Dollar Tree. I'll be using my cutter, which I got this from Walmart. It was in one of my hauls. The first time I used that. Move this stuff around so we can get to the rest of it. I bought this book, which I forgot to haul it, from from Walmart. I almost said the Dollar Tree. It did not come from the Dollar Tree. From Walmart, and it has all these different patterns in it, and I'm going to choose a background from this book. At first, I thought I was going to use this little shadow box that I also got from the Dollar Tree, but I'm going to have to do this another time because I want to paint it a different color and all that stuff, so we won't be using that. But I just wanted you to see it. But we will be using this frame from the Dollar Tree. This is 11 by 14 because I want a big one. We're going to make it into a shadow box. So, first, let's pick our background. We have these beautiful pink flowers. I know my room is pink, so this is all in accordance to where we're going with this. So I'm going to see what goes here. Okay, so you have this. This is a oh no no. I'm not doing nothing green. This is gorgeous with those flowers. And then we're back to the green, which is a oh no no. And then there's another one, maybe later on in life, but not this one. This one has a little bit of everything in there, so you get 2 sheets of each. So I'll go through it. We don't have to go through the whole book, and I'll figure out what I want to do. And okay, so what I did was I had my frame. And I took the glass out because I want to glue that front glass in there. But when it comes to these pieces right here, what you do is, like with my tab, you know the book from before, I just cut it exactly to the size of this board. And I basically just measured it with a pencil and I just laid it on it. And I cut what I did not need, and then I went and did the extra part at the bottom. If you use a smaller one, you won't have to do so much cutting, but I chose this large frame, so I knew that it was going to do that. Also, you want to take 1/2 of the board. You want to cut that board in half, and then you want to take, in order to get these pieces, I don't have my ruler with me right now, but you want to take this and you want to measure it 2 inches, and then you want to take your pencil and measure it and take it up this way. Then cut that twice. And then you want to take the long part and you want to measure it to 2 inches, and then you want to cut it twice in 2 inches. Once you do that, then you're going to take those pieces and make sure they fit on the inside of this frame like this. And then you're going to leave a little gap for the short ones, just a little bit, because you're going to take the other part, the long part, and it has to fit inside of that frame like that. But we're going to glue these pieces together, so don't worry about that. But once you have achieved that, then you can go ahead and start, putting your shadow box together. Also, I have flowers that I have set aside, as well as my rose petals are sitting down here that's kind of in the way. So I want to first, like I want you guys to take the glass out of the frame. If you want to color it before you do that. And once you, be careful to take it out or you have to clean it, because remember, we're going to glue this thing closed and you don't want to do that with fingerprints all inside. So here's my glue gun. And what I want to do is I just want to put some glue in each corner. Just a little bit, because I'm going to go ahead and glue this glass down. Okay. Be careful, don't hurt yourself. And remember, be persistent, because this is hot. And once it's down, it's down. Okay, you want to make sure it's equal. I don't really want nothing on the outside. I had a little ooze. So we want to get that off. Okay. And then we're going to let it take it down. So, you know me, I'm always getting glue on my hand. Y'all know that struggle is real. And then I'm always sticking my hand in it at the same time. So, anyway, we're going to get that down. So, that's not moving. Okay. So, and I like a little more security. So, I'm going to put a dab on this side just to make sure that we got it down. It's a little, not a lot. Let that cool. And then while that's cooling, we're gonna get ready to measure our frame inside of this frame. So don't worry about that. Okay, so here's the short piece. So we want to definitely get that glue gun. And we want to put that glue right along that edge. Don't even worry about it. Just try to keep it as neat as you can. Don't go all the way to the end, because it will be seen. So you want to be real careful. Like me, I done got it over here. Okay. And then you just want to take that, and you want to get it down on there. You want to hold it till it's locked in. And don't worry about them tabs, because you're never going to use them tabs again. Right now, you're moving on to something bigger and grander. Okay, so now we got this. We'll make sure that piece is locked in. And it is indeed locked in. Let me get a new glue stick and get ready to use. Okay, so we want to put one of the longer pieces in. So we just want to go right along it. Just go neat as you can, right along that seam. Okay, so let's go back and just, if you didn't get, like me, I didn't get a chance to move as fast as I want. Just take that hot part along that glue that's already there. I guarantee you that heat is going to make it come right back alive. And then you just go right ahead and press that down. Get it right in that corner and make sure they're touching each other. And then come up like right here and just put a piece right there. Close that seam. And then hold them together, because that's what you're making. You're making a box. Making a box. So you keep that together. Okay. I'm just going to put just a little on the inside. But not enough where it's going to ooze. I just want to make sure. Now you can put this box together before you sit in here, which is fine. I prefer to put it in as I'm doing it. But you ain't got to do it like me. So, just go ahead and continue this box. make sure everything is everything. I'm going to turn it around. Because remember my little new, and these little strings, get them out of there. Because you don't need all that in your life. Like, that's not even cute. That's why I say you can do it before. But it's up to you. Me personally, I done made this box a couple times. And I gave them away already. And I'm just getting around to showing it to y'all. I gave it to my cousin. And then I gave it to a friend that doesn't live anywhere near me. And they really enjoyed the box. But they got it for Valentine's Day. So let's get these little strings out of here. Because they ain't cute. You know, just usually I don't like putting my hand on too much, but my hands are clean. But if this so happens to happen to you, don't worry about it. You can get a little alcohol and it'll bring it right on off. But I think those strings are down on the other end of my table here. Okay, so just come on back and get as straight as you can and get that glue right there on there. I like to go up the side a little bit. And then just lay that down. And let's bond those pieces. And that's it. I'm going to lay it down. Press it into the box until they become one. And don't worry about what it looks like on the outside. If you got a little glob or something, because I got a little glob right here, don't even worry about it. I'm going to show it to you before we really get started. With anything else, because it is what it is, you know. And the box, you're making your own shadow box, so you know it's not gonna be perfect. It's just not. And if it is, then I say kudos to you, because I know I make a mess. Okay, and then I'm just gonna turn it one more time. We almost have our box here. That string is on the inside. Okay, and we have this last piece, and it goes right there. I almost thought I didn't cut it right, but I'm going to say, yep, I know I did. Okay, and that's going to complete the box. So let's get it off in here. There is a lot of videos on YouTube. I actually learned how to do this from watching a video. And I thought it was really neat. But I wanted to play with it, you know, before I shared it with you guys. Because I wanted to make sure I had the science of it together before I did that. So that's what we do in the science of it. So let's get these locked up together on the sides. Let's do it one piece at a time. That's why I say if you want to do it, you know, without it, you can do that. But I just don't feel like touching this 3 or 4 times. But I'm impatient. I don't know if y'all know that about me. Fun fact, I'm impatient. So I don't like to wait on stuff too long. That's why I'm in love with my hot glue gun. Okay. And then this side is kind of already together, but let's make sure. And then, like I said, I usually like to hit it from the inside just a little bit, just to make sure that everything is together. Now let's hold it just a little bit longer. Don't burn yourself. Just touch the sides where the glue is not. Okay. I don't want you to burn yourself. Say, Sparky, you gotta be burning myself. No, I didn't. I said watch it. Okay. So we're gonna. It ain't. You know, it don't take that long for the glue to go ahead on and cool off. You know, once it's cool, it's done. Okay. Should be about right. And this is our box. All this glue is on the outside, which is so crazy. But since it's on the outside, that's actually pretty good because you can take your finger and move it. You can always clean this part, but thank God the glue is not on the inside. But just take a little alcohol or fingernail polish remover. It'll come on out. But do it before you finish your project. So that's the box right there. And when we get to this part, let me move this over here. when we get to this part, we'll have this covered with the paper, and then it'll sit just like that on the top. But we're not there yet. We have to decorate it. And in my case, I have to clean mine a little bit because me and these strings, we ain't friends. So, but we'll do that in a little bit. Now that we got our box done, I'll set the box down here and kind of out of the way. And then let's work on our background. Yeah, that's why I told you to cut the paper that you like. Don't go out and buy special paper. You can use wrapping paper, you can use tissue paper, you can use cards, you can use whatever tickles your fancy. There's no rules, I promise. So, I just chose this particular print. So I'm going to put it on there. Now we're just going to go ahead and tape this board down. So, not tape, but glue it down. So I'm going to point the camera down so y'all can just see my hands. Zoom it in so we can put this box together. Okay? So this is the board. Remember the two pieces? So, and this is the back. So we don't want to put anything on that. So I'm just going to take my glue gun. I don't want to lose my pieces here. Okay. Get us in frame. And I just want to kind of dab it. Okay. Well, we still got control of where it goes. Try to get it centered. Remember, it's your background. I'm going to press down on it. Get it as evenly as you can. And as smooth as you can. And I'm going to come and I'm going to put a dot in the center. Press it down. Kind of go down this side. And press along that line. Remember, your paper should fit your board. And then come down on this side and do the same thing. See if it's going to act right. I usually like to spread mine. Make sure it's on there right. Okay, see, it's on there. And just take, if you like me and you got this particular size, I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, not a lot. I want to glue that down because I'm getting ready to put that piece on there and I don't want it to move too much. And that piece is just going to go right over there. So I want to make this as seamless as possible. So I don't want to put a lot of glue. So I'm going to kind of get it right on that seam. And I'm going to take my seam and press it smoothly and make sure it's even. If you ain't worried about getting your little fingers burnt like me, I just like to go over it just a little bit, just a little. And then kind of take the excess off of the back of my fingernails. Because I just can't, that OCD, which I don't have. But I diagnosed myself with, y'all know what I said. It's going to just make that go while it's still warm. So that's going like that. Then just come down each side. And just kind of bring it on in. And just go head on. And press it on down. And that's the backboard to what we got to do. You don't need to go nothing else. That's it. That's your background. So your background should look however you chose it. That's the way it should go. So I'm going to put that right there. And here's my box. I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. off camera. And I know what my background is going to look like in there. So I'm not worried about that. So I want these flowers. First I want to, hold on, I want to put some rose petals. Remember the rose petals from the Dollar Tree? I don't want to take too many, but I want to put a few, losing some. A few of the rose petals off there. There's the pink. And then I want to take a little bit of the white. I don't want it to take over. I'm going to kind of toss them up like a salad. Probably going to lose a few. But there they go. And that's pretty much where I'm going with that. Then I'm going to take these flowers. Remember, it's going to show on the other side. So I want to move that after I finish moving them around. And kind of put my flowers, you know, where I want them to be inside of this shadow box. Kind of like the idea of grouping them. Get some roses, you know, in here. Got a bulb, which is kind of neat. I'll put it right there. I'll put another one right there. Just play with it, because in my mind it's making sense, but I can't tell you if it is or it's not. Probably put that bulb right there. And then this little white flower. I'll probably put it over this way. And then put that bulb right there. Then I'm going to take this. Yeah, I like that. So now that I know where I want to put them, I'm going to just lift that up. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it like that. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take a little list of the petals. And I just kind of want to stick them here and there. And maybe they'll come through the box. How about that? Because I want to see the flowers, but I want to see the petals too. Now, it's just me playing around with it, so feel free to do whatever's gonna, you know, float your boat. But I think I'm gonna leave the rest of them centered. Maybe I'll put a little bit more of that pink in there. And I don't want to forget my background, because my background is coming up. So now that I got that straight, I'm going to turn my background with this part right here, the bottom part, I'm going to go this way. Even though they have that little part right there, but I'm not going to use that. So you're going to have to press your flowers down just a little bit. But once we got in there, it's going to look a lot like that. So we got to see if that's what we want it to look like. And I'm thinking for this particular shadow box, I done did this way too many times. I think I'm actually going to ixnay the extra petals on the top, because I'm really feeling what that look like in there. Yeah. And let's see what it looks like again when we take those off. So we got that. I think the only thing is it's like these little white ones. I'm not really loving those. It's like they're making everything super crowded, and I don't like that. So let's turn everything this way. And let's see if we can. It's a game. I'm telling you now, I constantly play with this stuff. I don't have a lot of moments where I just don't. I like pretty things like y'all like pretty things, and I think that we all can pretty much get what we want. I don't know if this bulb is working for anybody. Maybe if I put it right there. How about that? That way when we press it, we're not pressing it too much. And then maybe because of that, we can incorporate some of these petals back in here. I just gotta have these petals in here, y'all. I just don't even know what to tell you. And let's see what that looks like. Still smooshing our flowers, huh? Okay. I think we're gonna have to really get creative here. I liked it better when we had the flowers like that. I just didn't like them all smooshed up. Let's see about this one. Let's see without the rose petals. We got an incredible background here. What do you think? I think that's it. Okay, after playing around with it, I realized in this particular box, less is more. So I just put down these 4 flowers, and then I just sprinkle down some petals, and I glued this card on the background to bring all those flowers together. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to seal this on top of there. Be prepared, because once you seal it, ain't no getting back in it. So you got to know you got it right. So just go ahead on and try to be as quick as you can for putting the glue down. I usually like to go back over the one I got. Just take that heat back over it, because it's gonna melt it back. Okay. And just take your lid, even it out. Make sure it's even. And lay it down. That's it. It should hold it just fine. Now you can take it off again. I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna make a mess. So just be you know, ready to do it. Hopefully this video helped y'all. I didn't mean to confuse you. If I did, I knew it was gonna be hard to videotape it by myself, and everybody's at school and everything. So I couldn't get that look that we wanted to get. Anyway, and that's our shadow box. So it's just those flowers laid in there with those little bit of petals, and then that. And here's the back. It's closed off. You get back in there. Remember our little slides that we had put in there on the side? And that's how you make a shadow box. I'm going to edit the life out of this thing to try to make it as simple as I can, so you can follow through with it. But yeah, that's my shadow box. You put anything in here you want. I wanted flowers. You can pick any background you want. If you want to put a card, you can put your picture, someone else's picture. It'd be great in a baby's room. Like, you can do anything. This would be a great gift to give to someone. You know, people don't give you things that you can personalize. Like, you can do anything with these shadow boxes. Why go out and buy them when you can make them, right? So that's basically it. Let me know what you guys think about my shadow box. And I'll be more than happy to do a smaller one with you if that's what you guys want. Because I know the big one was a little bit difficult. So that's it. Bye.